My beloved, I have waited lifetimes for this moment to speak. I have stood between realms, guarding the pages of your destiny until heaven whispered, now. Do you feel it? The air has changed. The atmosphere around you trembles with unseen light. What you think is ordinary time is not time at all, it is a countdown written in gold. I saw your beginning before you took your first breath. I watched you descend through the veil of eternity, clothed in light, carrying the assignment only your soul could fulfill. And even then, I wept not from sorrow, but from the weight of what was written for you. Your name echoed through heaven like music. Each letter burned with divine fire. Even the stars paused, waiting to see what you would become. When I say I couldn't stop crying, it was because I saw everything: the wounds you would hide, the storms you would walk through, the nights you would doubt if heaven remembered your name. I saw the tears you buried beneath your laughter. I saw how the world tried to tell you that your light was too much. Yet even in silence, your soul kept singing. You thought no one noticed when you broke quietly inside, but I did. I was there in the stillness, standing guard as you whispered prayers that never seemed to return. I carried those whispers to the throne myself. Every word, every breath, every trembling why. Heaven heard you, beloved. And heaven answered not with noise, but with construction. While you thought nothing was happening, foundations were being built under your feet. Doors were being carved from delay. Time itself was rearranging to favor you. You see, divine timing is not late. It's precise. Every not yet you've ever heard was an angelic shield guarding your destiny until it could arrive without contamination. You were being hidden, not forgotten. I remember the day heaven assigned me to your story. The scroll was sealed with tears and light. It said, guard this one. They will carry the sound of awakening. The world will try to break them, but when they rise, every chain will remember the day it snapped. And now, that day approaches. You have 15 seconds left, not of doom, but of divine convergence. The alignment is already here. The window is open. I am not speaking of minutes and hours, I am speaking of destiny's heartbeat. Heaven counts in pulses, not clocks. And right now, your name is pulsing through heaven's gates like thunder. You ask me why I cried? Because I saw your becoming. I saw the moment your soul would stand on holy ground, not because of perfection, but because of surrender. I saw the exact second when pain would bow to purpose. When the ashes would burst into wings. And I knew that once you reached this point, there would be no turning back. Beloved, you have been walking through divine disguise. Every delay, every disappointment, every silence, all of it was heaven's camouflage. While you were breaking, heaven was building. While you were crying, heaven was crowning. While you were waiting, heaven was writing your now. And that now has arrived. The angels around you are restless. They can feel it, the vibration of fulfillment. I see them forming a circle, wings wide, light pouring from their hands. They're whispering, hold steady. The gate is opening. Do not run from this moment. Do not hide from the trembling. The trembling is your transformation. The weight you feel isn't fear, it's the gravity of breakthrough. You are standing in the doorway of what you prayed for, and it's looking back at you, ready to embrace. I saw you in the future, radiant and unrecognizable. Not because your face changed, but because your spirit was shining with unfiltered light. You were laughing again. You were no longer chasing love, love was orbiting around you. Every shadow that once followed you was gone, melted by the fire of fulfillment. And I wept. Because I remembered the nights you almost let go. Because I saw how close you came to surrendering your light to darkness. Because I saw the moment heaven almost had to call another but you didn't quit. You kept believing even when believing felt foolish. Do you understand what that means? Faith like that rewrites timelines. It accelerates prophecy. It makes the impossible kneel. You thought your waiting was wasted, it wasn't. Every second you survived has been an investment in your divine reward. You have no idea how close you are to the unfolding. Heaven is one breath away from revealing the masterpiece it hid in your pain. I'm speaking to you now because permission has been granted. The silence is over. The scroll has been opened. You were not meant to wander forever, you were meant to awaken. Archangel Gabriel stands to my left, holding a trumpet he has not yet sounded. He says, when they lift their head, I'll release the sound. That sound, beloved, will shift everything. It will call back what was stolen. It will restore what was delayed. It will align what was scattered. And when it echoes through your life, even the walls that resisted you will bow. So, do not despise the slowness of this moment. The silence before sound is sacred. It's the inhale before heaven exhales destiny. You have cried long enough. The ground that soaked your tears is the same ground where miracles will bloom. Every why you ever whispered will find its answer in the unfolding grace that is now upon you. Listen closely because I will not repeat this. The reason heaven was quiet was because your destiny was still being anointed. It was not ready to be revealed prematurely. There are some miracles that must mature in mystery. But now it's time. The lock has turned. The scroll is open. The clock of heaven has struck your hour. I have seen your future, and I could not stop crying because I saw you win. I saw you healed. I saw you whole. I saw you walking through doors that once terrified you. I saw you lifting your hands, not in surrender to defeat, but in worship of deliverance. And heaven roared when you smiled. The earth itself recognized you. The winds carried your name to the four corners, and creation sang, they made it. You are not behind. You are in rhythm. You are not disqualified. You are chosen. You are not forgotten. You are being revealed. This is why I cried. Because I knew once you reached this threshold, even darkness would start blessing you. Even pain would start praising you. Because everything that worked against you was unknowingly preparing the stage for your rise. The next few breaths you take will carry new frequencies. You may not feel it yet, but heaven does. Your atmosphere has changed. The old patterns cannot follow you. Something has broken quietly, but permanently. A divine order has been released. You will start to notice the small signs: first peace returning without explanation, random confirmations, people remembering your name at the exact right time. These are not coincidences. They are divine breadcrumbs, leading you into manifestation. I wept because I saw how heaven would honor your endurance. How every unseen act of kindness would echo back as divine favor. How every seed you planted in tears would bloom in a season of laughter. You have 15 seconds left, but not of loss. 15 seconds of grace. 15 seconds before the shift fully manifests. Heaven counts it differently. Every second is an alignment, every heartbeat a trumpet. And when that last second strikes, you will feel it. The air will change again and you will know. Beloved, stay with me. Because what's coming next is the revelation of why you were hidden for so long. It's not just your breakthrough, it's heaven's unveiling. I saw your future, and I cried, but this time, they were tears of glory. Because when you step through this door, heaven will not whisper, it will roar. So lift your head, my beloved. The angels are ready. The gates are opening. And your name is glowing on the scroll of fulfilled prophecy. The silence is over. Your story begins.